Welcome everyone to the stage number 15 of the Tour de France 2024. Here we are today again for another mountain stage. Yesterday we saw the win of Tadej Pogacar. Let's see what happens today. We are with about 70 kilometers to go. Front of the race is about 3.5 minutes of advantage now. The stage today ends on Plateau de Belle. The riders are now starting the first category climb. The breakaway with 7 riders today. They have about 3.5 minutes of advantage now, the breakaway. Ben Healy, Romo, Lawrence De Plus, Hindley, Mas, Jungels, and Sobrero at the front of the race. A lot of quality in the front of the race today, but let's see if they can make it to the end. I really doubt it. It's really hard for them to make it to the end. Three riders from Red Bull Bora at the front. Red Bull with 3 riders trying everything to take a stage win after the abandon of Primoz Roglic. Next time will be 10 kilometers at over 8% gradients. They are getting wind from the back now. It's not a strong wind, so yeah, and then the second group now there's a chasing group. 50 seconds already behind the breakaway group. And the peloton keeps losing time to the breakaway now. 3:45. Sixty-eight and a half kilometers to go. 9 kilometers to the end of the climb. One minute between the chasing group and the front of the race. They already got trapped and they ain't making their way back. There are 3 riders of Red Bull Bora at the front. Right now they are climbing at 11%, and it's always the Red Bull riders who pace the group. At the front, there's also 2 riders from Movistar. One rider from EF Education is Ben Healy. Then we have Romo from Movistar, Lawrence De Plus from Ineos, Hindley from Red Bull Bora, Enric Mas from Movistar, and Sobrero from Red Bull Bora too. Only 2 riders from Red Bull now. Let's see what Visma Leasabike can do today to take time off Tadej Pogacar after yesterday's stage when they lost a lot of time. They lost about 40 seconds yesterday. The chasing group already dropped 1 minute behind everyone. Enric Mas only at the front now. Movistar drops, gets Romo dropped now. The pace of Visma, of Red Bull Bora is really high. They are gaining time on the peloton. Benoot starts working on the peloton now. 3 more riders of Visma Lease back before Jonas Vingegaard. Now it's Steve Benoot from Visma, with 8.5 kilometers to go to the end of the climb. We are still with 68 kilometers to go. Wout van Aert is already dropped. It's a really short peloton already. Peloton only with about 80 riders already. Still with 68 kilometers to go. Wout van Aert dropped. Niels Pollitt also dropped now. And now Carapaz trying to bridge to the front of the race. Carapaz trying to go for himself. It took about 10 seconds, but not that much. It's not that much. Still has a chance to get there. 67 kilometers to go. Richard Carapaz taking some time, already catching with Romo. Richard Carapaz trying to make his way back to the front. Doing a really good climb. Maybe failed a little bit on the timing. It should try to go there sooner. Yeah, and for today, my favorite is Tadej Pogacar again. I think Tadej Pogacar will win, but I don't think that Tadej Pogacar will attack. I think he will maybe win on the sprint. I don't think he will try to attack again. He'll probably defend from the attacks of Vingegaard. I really think that Jonas Vingegaard will try to attack today. Probably only at the start of the final climb of the day. Carapaz still taking time down on the breakaway. Tadej Pogacar on the wheel of Vingegaard now, close to the middle of the peloton. Behind the riders of Visma, then one rider from WEI, 2 from Ineos, 2 from Little Trek, 2 from Decathlon. Then there's one rider of Visma with Vingegaard, with Tadej Pogacar on his wheel. Carlos Rodriguez close to. Evenepoel is on the wheel of Tadej Pogacar. Almeida side by side with Tadej Pogacar. The difference from the breakaway to the peloton now a little bit stabilized with the work from Visma. Thies Benoot. Three riders on the breakaway now, on the front of the race now, I mean. The protected ones, it's Lawrence De Plus, Jay Hindley, and Enric Mas. Protected from their teammates. Lawrence De Plus from Ineos, Jay Hindley from Red Bull Bora, and Enric Mas from Movistar. Carapaz now losing a lot of some time again. Carapaz gained about 20 seconds on the chasers now. And the yellow jersey group now losing some time again as Jay Hindley starts to work on the front of the race. 11% gradient now, still 7 kilometers to go to the end of the climb. Yeah, Niert's now getting dropped. Let's see if Mikel Landa can keep up with Remco Evenepoel. A really useful rider for Remco. The peloton really short now. A really short group already. We have no information on the riders who are at the yellow jersey group now. Aramburu already getting caught by the peloton. Still Visma at the front of the peloton now with a 40 kilometers per hour of average speed. They are middle of the first category climb now. Carapaz already with Ben Healy. With 40 seconds to the front of the race. Six kilometers to the end of the climb. Three riders at the front of the race. Lawrence De Plus, Jay Hindley, and Enric Mas. 65 kilometers to go. Simon Yates and the chasing group already losing more than 1 minute. Less than 20 riders on the peloton already. Carapaz isn't taking any time down on the breakaway now. We need at around 40 seconds for some kilometers now, even with the help of Ben Ely. Doesn't seem to be able to take any time down. Tratnik getting dropped for Visma with still over 60 kilometers to go. Carapaz now taking time down, maybe dropping Ely already and going for himself again. 35 seconds to the front of the race for Carapaz. Benut's getting dropped too for Visma. Five kilometers to the end of the climb. Carapaz going for himself. And Healy already dropped. Carapaz still with 35 seconds to the front of the race. Still at the front, the Plus, Hindley and Mass. Four and a half kilometers to the end of the climb. Carapaz only with 20 seconds now. 4 kilometers to the end of the climb. It's still Visma Leads the bike, but only with one rider now. One other rider next to Vingegaard. 63 kilometers to the end of the stage. Still a horse category climb on the stage finish. Rapaz now stabilizing at 20 seconds again. He needs to get to the front of the race before the descent. Johansson trying to go up the chasing group now. Taking the group with Simon Yates. Getting about 5 seconds of advantage. Maybe it's too late already to get to Carapaz at least. Carapaz only with 15 seconds to the front of the race. Three kilometers to the end of the climb. Now 3 minutes and 25 between the peloton and the front of the race. Tejada getting dropped from Astana. Verona from Little Trek also getting dropped. Carapaz already caught up with the front of the race with 62 kilometers to go. One-fourth of the climb still to go. Peloton still taking time down on the breakaway. Now it's Lenny Martinez getting dropped. Johansson only with 45 seconds now to the front of the race. Two riders from Red Bull Bora already getting caught by the Peloton. Three minutes and 20 seconds between the yellow jersey group and the front of the race. We are getting closer to the last kilometer of the climb. Then there will be a descent and another uncategorized climb. Johansson not taking any more time on the front of the race, stabilizing now at about 45 seconds. It's 60 kilometers to go. The chasing group already 1 minute and 55 seconds behind. They will get caught by the Peloton pretty soon. 2 minutes between the chasing group and the front of the race. The 4 riders at the front. They are getting closer to the last 500 meters of the climb. 5 riders at the front. $300 to the end of the climb. Now Enric Mas a little bit dropped. Already at the wheel of Richard Carapaz again. 40 seconds for Johansson. Three minutes and 15 seconds for the peloton. The max points at the climb goes to Laurens de Plus, followed by Carapaz, Enric Mas, and only after Jay Hindley. Now they start to descend for only some kilometers. They will start climb once again. .58 kilometers to go to the front of the race. Hansen now taking time down on the front of the race again. Tyson from Intermarché abandons the race. Simon Yates only now at the top of the climb. Simon Yates with Ben Healy. The peloton now going over the top of the climb. Still Visma leads the bike at the front of the group. Vingegaard and Pogacar coming close to the front of the group for the descent. 55 kilometers to go. It's still Visma Lease Bike leading the group with 3 riders, one of them being Vingegaard, followed by Pogacar and UAE Team Emirates. 4 riders at the front are already climbing the end categorized climb. About 4 kilometers of climbing. .54.5 kilometers to go. Now it's Carapaz working at the front of the breakaway. Of them working in turns. .54 kilometers to go. Let me know in the comments, who do you think will take the stage win today? .41 seconds for Johansson now. 54 kilometers to go. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Yellow jersey group is behind the front of the race. The peloton still on the descent. Simon Yates will get caught pretty soon. Only 30 seconds ahead of the peloton now. They will probably have visual contact with him on the next climb. With this work of Visma, they are making UAE Team Emirates be able to rest on their wheels. Maybe this can backfire against them on the final climb. The peloton, the yellow jersey group, really short already. 20 riders only, according to the official Tour de France website. At the front of the race still, Laurens de Plus, Hindley, Carapaz and Mas. Followed by Johansson, Healy, Simon Yates, and then the yellow jersey group. Johansson only 30 seconds away now. Already on the climb, the peloton now. UAE Team Emirates still with 4 riders on the peloton, one of them being Tadej Pogacar. Soudal with 2 riders, and Visma with 2. .53 kilometers to go. This is the last stage of the second week. Mountain stage, the last stage of the Pyrenees in the Tour de France 2024. Stage number 15. 53 kilometers to the end of the stage. Johansson now with only 25 seconds to the front of the race. Bismol already cutting up with end of the breakaway for Simon Yates and Ben Healy. Only two riders that kept ahead of the peloton except Johansson and of course the front of the race. They only have 2 minutes and 25 seconds now. Fifty-two kilometers to go. Johansson 14 seconds behind the front of the race. He's going to carry them. The peloton 2 minutes and 50 seconds behind the front of the race. They are taking down time. Johansson can already see the front of the race. Is only 10 seconds down now. They are getting closer and closer to the end of this non-categorized climb. Still not an easy climb at all. They're close to the finish. Simon Yates at the back of the group with Ben Healy. The back of the peloton. They got caught a while ago from the breakaway. "51 kilometers to go." Johansson is going to cut up with the 4 guys at the front. Going to be a 3 riders group. Johansson fighting, getting some water from the assistants. With 51 kilometers to go. Still Visma working at the front. Now some riders were caught up still at the group. For example, Ben Healy Verona managed to keep up with the group over the top from Little Track. The group from Mark Cavendish is already 30 minutes away from the peloton. Johansson only with 5 seconds to the front group. We are already on the long descent till the final horse category climb. Three seconds for Johansson, and he already caught up with the 4 riders at the front. Almost crashing the rider from Juno X on the descent. He is really risking it all to get to the front. Two and a half minutes for the breakaway. With 49 kilometers to go. We are already under the 50 kilometers mark. Five riders at the front now. It's Lawrence Duplessis, Jay Hindley, Richard Carapaz, Enric Mas, and Tobias Johansson. Mark Cavendish already 33 minutes behind the front of the race. He may not make it in the time cut. There's a huge risk of Mark Cavendish not making it to the next stage. It's really dangerous because of the time cuts at the end of the stage. "47 kilometers to go for the breakaway. They are in the descent, the long descent. The descent only stops very close to the finish line. About 20 kilometers to go, the descent will end. Simon Yates is still in the group, in the yellow jersey group. Close to the end, but still in the group. 46 kilometers to go. Mark Cavendish already losing 33 minutes. Group with Mark Cavendish can really end up getting disqualified today because of not finishing inside the time cut. Minutes and 24 seconds between the front of the race and the peloton. .44 kilometers to go. .43 kilometers to go. Johansson already in the front group with the other 4 riders. A lot of quality in this breakaway. .42.5 kilometers to go. The peloton 2 minutes and 20 seconds. They are taking time even on the descent. Front of the race. See if Jorgensen will start to work for Jonas Vingegaard as soon as the climb starts. .41 kilometers to go. Mark Cavendish already 34 minutes down on the front of the race. Still a horsey category climb to be made. Very dangerous day for Mark Cavendish. .40 kilometers to go. Also now with 2 minutes and 25 seconds behind the front group. Now they are losing some time. Breakaway maybe taking some more risks. "39 kilometers to go." 39 kilometers to go. The four riders at the front now gaining some time back. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Still a long way to go on the descent. However, the steepest part has already been done. Now they'll have a false flat descent till the start of the next climb. "38 kilometers to go." Still, Visma leads the bike, always working at the front of the peloton. Average speed of the stage has been really fast, 39 kilometers per hour. They almost 5,000 meters of elevation to be covered. 3,500 already done. Mark Cavendish already losing 35 minutes today. Cavendish and other 9 riders: Degenkolb, Demar, Deckenhoff, Bol, Gaviria, Ballerini, Tyson, and Welton. They may not finish the stage. Probably they'll finish, but get disqualified after it. A real big danger of that happening. We are still with 35 kilometers to go. We're getting closer and closer to the last climb of the day, to the attacks of the GC riders, and we will see if we will see another stage win by the GC riders, or maybe a breakaway winning. Finally, a breakaway winning on a mountain stage. Visma leads the bike with only 3 riders. .34 kilometers to go. .33 kilometers to go. The peloton 2 minutes and 30 seconds behind the front of the race. .32 kilometers to go. Visma now with Almeida right after him from WE Team Emirates. 11 pull on his wheel. No one following the rider from Visma. Keeps pacing, but he paced away from the peloton. Kelderman pacing the peloton, but no one followed him, and he got a gap. About 5 seconds ahead of the peloton. Pretty strange moment. .31 kilometers to go. 30 kilometers to go. Still the 5 riders at the front, collaborating really well. All of them working a bit. There's only a little chance they will make it to the end, but they will try everything they can. Now the gap growing a little bit for the breakaway, and they might have a chance actually. 5 really good climbers. Lawrence de Plus, Jay Hindley, Carapaz, Enric Mas, and Johansson. I think the best climber here is probably either Carapaz or Hindley. Maybe Mas too. I think the rider best form right now with Richard Carapaz, probably followed by Hindley. They came here to work for Primoz Roglic. Roglic crashed and had to abandon the race. So he's now going stage hunting. Enric Mas came to fight for the overall classification. Lost a lot of time. Lawrence de Plus trying to take a win for his team, same as Johansson. And Carapaz came here to fight for wins. Already wore the yellow jersey on this tour. But that was not his goal. His goal to take a stage win. They can be a good day for it. "29 kilometers to go. Two minutes and 50 between the yellow jersey group and the front of the race. No intermediate riders already. They are getting closer and closer to the climb. Now they are in the flat part before the climb, right before the climb. Old flat. .8 kilometers per hour of average speed. Fuglsang, Verona, Martin, and Healy are back in the peloton on the descent. Now on the false flat part at about 50 kilometers per hour. Rodriguez going back to his team car behind the peloton. We are on stage 15 of the Tour de France, the last stage in the Pyrenees, the last stage of the second week. 2 minutes and 40 seconds between the yellow jersey and the front of the race. (60 km/h) now on the front of the race. Falls flat section. (24 km to go). The difference now stabilized just under 3 minutes. The average speed now of 40 km/h in such a hard stage. Almost 200 kilometers, starting off with one first category climb, followed by another first category climb and another first category climb, then a flat part and another first category climb, followed by the first category climb that they still haven't done, the last climb. So four first category climbs and one first category climb right at the end. Mountaintop finish. (23 kilometers to go). The riders are getting closer and closer to the final part of the stage, the crucial part of the stage, where all the attacks will be made. Let's expect probably an attack from Vingegaard, trying to take time down on Pogacar after what happened yesterday, the last time. Now with 22 kilometers to go, the difference for the chasing group stabilized. (2 minutes and 45 seconds now between the peloton and the front of the race. They are taking time down again. Still Visma working. It's a hard climb still to be made. Of course, the category climb. Mark Cavendish already losing 37 minutes today. Mark Cavendish may not be able to make it in the time cut. He and a lot of other sprinters. Twenty and a half kilometers to go. Still the same, 2:45. Things will start to change as soon as we start the climb. That's what's expected to happen. Bike change for Jorgensen now. Jorgensen having trouble with his bike. Is very close to the end of the stage. Climb, the last climb will start at 500 meters of altitude. Start really, really hard. A pretty constant climb. Not getting under 6% for the most part of the climb. Always over 6% of gradients. Till the end of the climb. A lot of parts over 9%. First 5 kilometers of the climb will be the hardest ones. "19 kilometers to go." A lot of riders in the risk of getting disqualified from the Tour de France because of the time cuts today. 37.5 minutes. They are already losing the sprinter group. The main sprinters group. Biren Girma is in a group ahead of that. "18 kilometers to go." We are getting closer to the start of the climb. It'll be a really interesting climb to watch. From the beginning, the climb is 16 kilometers. One and a half kilometers to the start of the climb. They are already climbing on a false flat part. Hard climb. In about 1.5 kilometers, they'll start real climb. 17 kilometers to go. Jorgensen already back at the peloton, getting the draft from Shimano car, neutral 8 car, ready on the wheel of Ben Healy, moving forward on the group. Simon Yates is still on the group. Let's see if Jorgensen will start to work as soon as the climb starts. Two minutes and 40 seconds between the peloton and the front of the race. It's 16.5 kilometers to go. Still and always, Visma leads a bike working at the front of the peloton for Jonas Vingegaard. See what can Vingegaard do today. The front of the race with 200 meters to the start of the climb. 5 riders at the front, they will take a turn to the right and start to climb. Here it is, turning right, another turn to the right, and they will be at the beginning of the climb. Plateau de Bell, starting now. 15 kilometers, 800 meters to the end of the stage, to the end of the climb. Plateau de Bell, 80% of average gradient. The peloton only 2 minutes and 35 seconds behind them. Little track getting closer to the front now. Fifteen and a half kilometers to the end of the stage. Sprinters group already 40 minutes behind the front of the race. The 5 riders at the front keep collaborating pretty well. Till the 2.5 minutes. Front of the race with 15 kilometers to go. Yellow jersey group 2 minutes and 23 seconds behind. Lawrence to Plus pacing on the breakaway now. The peloton starts to climb too. Still Visma leads the bike. Now Little Track getting a little bit down on the group. And Jorgensen starts his work. Kelderman already dropped. Jorgensen starting his work. Let's see how much time can Jorgensen pace. A lot of riders already dropped. Mark Soler dropped right at the beginning of the climb. Ben Hill dropped too. Guillaume Martin also getting dropped. Simon Yates too. Simon Yates was in the breakaway, not fighting for the GC. Jorgensen still pacing. Jorgensen with Vingegaard on his wheel, followed by Tadej Pogacar right after. Yates on the wheel of Tadej Pogacar. Derek G getting dropped. And Almeida starts to get dropped now. Almeida getting dropped. Almeida getting dropped with 14 kilometers to go. This is the goodbye for the top 5 of Almeida. Almeida saying goodbye to the top 5. Already with Derek G. Jorgensen still pacing with 14 kilometers to go, taking time really fast. 21 minutes and 40 only to the front of the race. Minute and 30 seconds. We start seeing attacks at the front of the race. It's Jay Hindley trying to attack, followed by Johansson. The front group not collaborating that well, and they will get caught pretty soon. Richard Carapaz attacking again. Now it's Richard Carapaz. Carapaz with Enric Mas now. Lawrence Plus tries to follow them. Everyone is getting back with Carapaz. Everyone on the wheel of Carapaz, but they still losing time. One minute and 25 seconds with 13 kilometers to go. Ciccone again in drops now. Ciccone getting dropped. Jorgensen still pacing. Putting everyone on the line. Michelanda still on the group. Really good tour for Michelanda. Buitrago also on the GC group. Vingegaard, Pogacar, and Carlos Rodriguez. At the front, Jay Hindley attacks again. Less than 13 kilometers to go. Attack by Jay Hindley, everyone right after. One minute and 25 still. Lawrence the Plus still pacing. Trying to take the stage win. Now the difference for the breakaway growing again. One minute and 30 seconds. And now dropping really fast, the advantage to 120. As we get to the last 12 kilometers of the stage. Almeida, Derek G, and Gal already losing 1 minute and 40 seconds in front of the race. Almeida still virtually in 5th place. Might lose that place today. He's working with Ciccone. Losing about 33 seconds to the front group. Jorgensen still at the front of the group. One minute and 10 seconds. Almeida now recovering a bit for the favorites group. Only 20 seconds. Jorgensen still pacing for Vingegaard. Pogacar on his wheel, followed by Evenepoel, Yates, Landa, Rodriguez, and Buitrago. The time gap now real reduced for the front of the race. Enric Mas attacking on the front of the race now. Attack from Mas, followed by Johansson from Juno X. Lawrence Plus tries to bridge across. Will Jorgensen on the main peloton. $11 kilometers to go. Almeida losing 25 seconds already. Buitrago getting dropped. Carapaz tries to bridge to the two riders at the front. Enric Mas and Jorgensen on the breakaway with 11 kilometers to go. Carapaz, Mas and Johansson at the front. Jorgensen with a few energy left. Jorgensen losing some time to the front of the race again. They were under 50 seconds a while ago. Drago dropped. Rodriguez getting dropped to 5th place, virtually 4th place on GC. On the main group only, Jorgensen, Vingegaard, Pogacar, Evenepoel, Landa, and Adam Yates. Carapaz attacks at the front of the race, attacks Enric Mas. Enric Mas goes after him, but Johansson doesn't have the energy to do so. Jorgensen still pacing on the peloton. Now attack by Jonas Vingegaard. No answer from Evenepoel. Pogacar goes right after him. Vingegaard and Pogacar with 30 seconds to the 10 kilometers still to go. Evenepoel doesn't go right after them. Tries to go at his own pace. Vingegaard trying to attack Tadej Pogacar today. Pogacar on his wheel, defending today. Vingegaard and Pogacar are only 20 seconds down now. Evenepoel only losing 10 seconds now. Vingegaard still trying to drop Tadej Pogacar off his wheel. Evenepoel only 20 meters away from them. They already caught Johansson. Nine and a half kilometers to go. Johansson on the wheel of Pogacar now. Richard Carapaz will try to follow the group of the two GC contenders. Evenepoel only 9 seconds away. "13 seconds already for Evenepoel. Evenepoel already with Johansson and Enric Mas passing them. Losing some more time now. Eight kilometers to go for this finish of the stage. Evenepoel losing some more time, but really good stage again from Evenepoel. Vingegaard still pacing. The Pogacar looks comfortable, but it's still 8 kilometers to go. Rodriguez already 1 minute and 10 seconds with Yates and Buitrago. Jorgensen, Laplace, and Hindley. 30 seconds after them, it's Almeida. Vingegaard still trying to drop Pogacar. Evenepoel coaching Carapaz now. Evenepoel keeping now a distance of around 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Richard Carapaz, the most competitive rider of the day. Vingegaard still in the polka dot jersey, trying to break Pogacar. Seven and a half kilometers to go. Seven kilometers to go. Rodriguez already losing 1 minute and 30 seconds. Lawrence Plus helping Rodriguez. Seven kilometers to go. Evenepoel already with 35 seconds lost. Landa losing 1 minute and 15 seconds. Vingegaard still pacing ahead of Pogacar with 6.5 kilometers to go. .45 seconds already for Evenepoel. Rodriguez losing 1 minute and 40 seconds already. Almeida already at 2 minutes down. Six kilometers to the end of the climb. Evenepoel 55 seconds down already. Vingegaard and Pogacar still. Vingegaard at the front. Pogacar seems to be struggling a bit more now. Still on the place. Evenepoel now recovering a bit of time. Keeping the 55 seconds. They're still 20 seconds behind Rodriguez. Landa 1 minute and 30 seconds behind the front of the race. Landa can maybe cut up with Remco Evenepoel. Pogacar attacks now. And gets a gap on Vingegaard already. Tadej Pogacar attacking with 5 kilometers to go. Getting a big gap already on Vingegaard. Vingegaard today can lose a lot of time. Five kilometers to go. Vingegaard already losing 10 seconds. Vingegaard getting already 10 seconds down on Pogacar. Losing 10 seconds, Evenepoel 1 minute and 15 seconds away. Maybe Evenepoel can make it to Vingegaard today. Still 5 kilometers to go. Rodriguez already losing 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Almeida 15 seconds behind. Four and a half kilometers, 11 seconds on Vingegaard. 1 minute and a half on Evenepoel already. Evenepoel doing his own race now. Almost secured on his top 3 by the end of today's stage. Four kilometers to go. Vingegaard already losing 20 seconds. Rodriguez already losing almost 3 minutes to Pogacar. Evenepoel already 600 meters down on Pogacar. Vingegaard not losing many time though. Only 21 seconds now. With 4 kilometers to go. 3.5 kilometers to go. "25 seconds already on Vingegaard. Almeida only 10 seconds behind Rodriguez. Rodriguez already losing 3 minutes. Three kilometers to go. The climb will get easier on the final kilometer. Evenepoel is down 1 minute and 50 seconds. Rodriguez already 3 minutes and 10 seconds behind. The overall classification, Rodriguez already almost 10 minutes down on Pogacar. Rodriguez and Almeida already on the same group. Vingegaard already losing 35 seconds. Pogacar still gaining time on Vingegaard. Two kilometers to go. "36 seconds on Vingegaard already. Little more stabilized now. Two kilometers to go. Now the climb gets a little bit more easier. This final part. "40 seconds already on Vingegaard. Vingegaard going now on the last 2 kilometers too. Evenepoel already losing 2 minutes and 10 seconds. One and a half kilometers to go for Tadej Pogacar now. Last kilometer of the stage for Pogacar. Vingegaard already losing 50 seconds. Vingegaard can lose more than 1 minute. $800 for Tadej Pogacar. He will win the stage. Second stage in a row, the third this tour. $400 to go. Vingegaard will lose more than 1 minute. Pogacar wins the stage. I'm counting on Vingegaard. Was losing about 50 seconds. Vingegaard really close to the end of the stage. Vingegaard ends the stage, losing 1 minute and 8 seconds. Let's wait for Remco Evenepoel now. Evenepoel getting closer to the end, already losing about 2 minutes, securing his overall podium. Evenepoel finishing the stage, 250 meters to go. Loses 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Remco Evenepoel. Mikel Landa will be the next rider to arrive at the finish line. A good stage from Mikel Landa. Landa finishing the stage now. 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Almeida will be the next rider to cross the finish line. This is 4 minutes, more than 4.5 minutes. 4 minutes and 42 seconds lost by Almeida. Adam Yates finishes now. Buitrago finishing the stage now, losing over 5 minutes with Carlos Rodriguez. Carapaz will finish the stage now. Finishing Felix Gal now. In 6 minutes already. Pogacar wins the stage, followed by Vingegaard, Evenepoel, Landa, Almeida, Yates, Buitrago, Rodriguez, Carapaz, and Gal. This was the stage number 15 of the Tour de France. The general rankings. We have Tadej Pogacar securing his first place, followed by Vingegaard, already over 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Evenepoel, 5 minutes and 19 seconds down on Pogacar. Almeida already 11 minutes. Landa now on 5th place on overall classification. Rodriguez on 6th place now. 11:27. Adam Yates, 7th place. 13:38. Ciccone, 8th place. 15:48. Derek G, 16:12. 9th place. 20 minutes between the top 10 riders. Tomorrow is a rest day, and on stage 16 on Tuesday, we'll be back with a flat stage. Another one for the sprinters, the last flat stage of this tour. For today, it's everything. Tadej Pogacar taking the stage win once again. Third stage win on the tour. 44 minutes until the cutoff. Tuesday we'll see who is at the start line or the last sprint stage of the Tour de France.